Joining us today on the Lockdown Lowdown segment is Taapsee Pannu. Taapsee, thanks for joining us on India Today Television. Firstly, how are you coping with the lockdown? You look all bright and energetic today.
Actually, I'm pretty fine. I would have been fine if it end. I mean, I'll be fine if it ends soon. I was mentally prepared कि May तक I'll be fine. But from here onwards, I'm looking forward to now getting back to work. April was fine, but May onwards, I'm like now wanting to get back to work.
Yeah, you're missing this. I think everyone is missing work and the set specifically for all
Not
the
you
stars
guys
the
for
film.
sure, I guess. I guess you people are still working.
Well, firstly, I want to ask you on a lighter note. Did you see the queue outside the liquor shops when that happened? Hey, what was your reaction?
It's been over 2 weeks. I have not stepped out of the house because I got my wisdom tooth removed like more than 2 weeks back. So I was resting it out at home. I've seen the videos though. I don't know. There are those satires where you just laugh at the sad state. Where you reach a level where you just it is so sad, but it just ends up looking like what are we? And then I started reading these articles where they said, the more the alcohol content or in the body, the corona stays further away from you. And people have come out with some really bizarre, conclusions. Like they're saying, Europe and America is mostly on beer and wine, and that has very low content of alcohol in it, and that's why they're getting more of corona. Here in India, we are all about, hard liquor and all that. So that's why there's not many of us are showing symptoms of it. And some really bizarre articles are coming out. I mean, they're like, oh, we have to use alcohol on wounds to stay away from infections. So we have to drink alcohol to stay away from infections inside the body. People have come up with some bizarre reasons to drink alcohol. So imagine one alcohol shop open in between this pandemic, in middle of this pandemic, can see that kind of queue and people coming out. Imagine when it all opens up. People are gonna rush to getting normal. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to ask you, as a society, because, we've all been following this pandemic, what's been happening, regular updates. As a society, as a country, what do you think we should have done better? When we look at the migrant laborers, the daily wage workers, that crisis, when you look at a lot of things, how do you think we've handled this pandemic?
Honestly, Sushant, this question, I'm very incapable of answering it, I believe, because I can see there are a lot of steps being taken. I can hear that people want to help. I've been like in constant touch with a lot of people where I'm donating stuff, and they are working NGOs who are working for these labor workers and food and shelter and all of that. But there still seems to be not enough. I think the population we have is so huge. It is not a very easy task to manage such a huge population. So I honestly am very incapable of deciding and judging how it should be done better, because I can see a lot of people doing a lot of things around. I can see government also trying to do whatever they can, but it's still not enough. I guess we were just not prepared enough to handle this kind of a pandemic.
Taapsee, I want to ask you, Thappad, it came on OTT, Prime Video, fantastic feedback, and it's done amazingly well. What is the sort of feedback that you've received? And talk to me about the journey of Thappad.
I think phenomenal is the word. We were stopped in theaters in 2 weeks because of the pandemic, and theaters were shut down in 2 weeks. We were nearing a 32. We neared a 32 mark is when we were cut down. And actually, from my experience, most of my previous films, which are these sensitive, impactful, meaningful cinema kind of films, they end up picking up slowly and going on for 6 weeks. Even Anubhav Sinha sir's and my last film, Mulk, together, it ran for 6 weeks in theaters, though it started off slow. So this one, we were hoping for another 2 to 3 weeks easy for it to be in theaters. And then it went off, but then we had a bigger problem facing us. I knew that when it's going to come on OTT, it's going to get even bigger response, because the word of mouth had traveled already. It started traveling because it was in theaters when this pandemic was called out. And People had started writing and talking about it. A lot of discussions were happening. So it has been phenomenal. Like, I actually, after the first 3 days, I literally got exhausted reading messages and reading stories and reading, the response. I was trying my best to, devote time to read all of it, because certain films of mine, I want to read response, because
Yeah.
they are on that thin path where, you're questioning what's been happening in the society. So I like to
Hmm.
see how the society is reacting to it. But I
Yeah.
honestly, I'm telling you, I got tired of reading after a certain time, and I was like, but I don't want to miss it. So I still, after every now and then, I'm trying to read whatever has come in my inbox. But it has been overwhelming and phenomenal,
Ca-
even from the industry and from the audience both. Men was so heartening, because that's what
yeah.
we really wanted. Because we always said this film is more for the men than for the women,
Yeah.
but we really wanted that sensible response from men, which we got. Apart from that, the negative response, yeah, negative response. Obviously, when you're making something which is going to questioning the norm that has been there for
Hmm.
decades in our society, you
Hmm.
obviously are going to be open for things as being said against it. But I've been so used to it right from my journey in Pink to till now.
Hmm.
Whenever we have questioned something which has been a norm in the society, we have got a bunch of people opposing it. And strangely, believe it or no, people have opposed it from both the genders.
Yeah.
Not just men who are opposing it, but there are women also who've, I've had women stand up and ask me, it was just a slap. I'm like,
Yeah.
did you really see the film? After seeing the entire film, you still call it just a slap? Because it was not always about the slap. It is about a lot of other things that happened after and before the slap. So yeah, there have been both types of response, but I guess when the response, whatever it is, we touched somewhere, is why
Yeah.
we got the response. Because
Hmm.
otherwise they wouldn't bother to talk about it. They wouldn't bother to spend their time and effort to write or speak about it. It must have touched them somewhere in the right or the wrong way. So we did reach their hearts in the right or the wrong way, but we did reach there.
No doubt. No doubt. What would Tapsi Pannu do if she was in the same situation? You know, if your husband slapped you, would you walk out of the marriage or not?
I
That's
think if
the
you
question
ask
that
me,
everybody told me to ask you. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I no, I don't know. Even though people feel that this is a very obvious choice for Tapsi to do this kind of a
Hmm.
character, anyone who knows me in personal life knows how far, far away I am from Amrita. Amrita is too patient to write a character. I am very gray. I am very, I'm not that patient in life. So if that would have happened with me, probably I would have reacted that day itself and not waited for 3 more days after that to wait for people to come and console me. I would have probably walked out of the house that time itself, and then
Okay.
thought about, if according to the reaction of the man, decided if I would want to go ahead filing a divorce or no. But I would have
Right.
left the house the same night itself had it been me. I'm not as patient and as white as Amrita. She gave it a lot of thought.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so we are in our newsroom. Before I get to my colleagues for the questions, I have to ask you this. You know, I remember Rishi sir and you visiting our studio for Mulk, and that was the last interview I did with him. And your memories of Rishi Kapoor working with him on Mulk and just the sort of person that he was.
I mean, most of the people obviously know him as that very hot-blooded Punjabi man, which he was, but this is the outer layer of his, and you have to really spend some time with him to know the other side, which I fortunately got a chance to. I happened to share the screen very briefly with him in Chashma Badur, and then ended up spending a lot of time with him during Mulk. And even his compliments sometimes sounded like as if he's scolding you. That's his, the hot-blooded Punjabi nature, or the way he talks. But since I've been surrounded by such men in my family and in my life, belonging to the same community, I know how it is. So it didn't get onto my nerves at all. I could instantly connect that where he's coming from and what these compliments or comments mean. It's Sushant, it's still a feeling of disbelief. Because I don't know, I've not been maybe in time when I don't see him around much outside when we are, in the industry gathering or somewhere, it'll seep in a little bit. But it's very difficult to accept that suddenly he's not there because I didn't see it coming at all. In spite of knowing about his sickness, I did not see this coming at all because the last I met him at Diwali at Mr. Bachchan's place, and then he has been complimenting us for Thappad, and then he's been wishing me on my birthdays, and we've been exchanging message time and again when my trailer comes out or when he came back to India. So I mean, it's very unbelievable right now, if you ask me. I'm still, I think it'll take time for me to believe he's not there. Just that I think I've had as everybody would believe, the lucky chance to work with him twice. And I think I've sat and had conversations with him beyond films, heard stories from him about a lot of things. And he's one of the best storytellers, let me tell you, with the way he presents a premise of what has happened in life in real is fabulous. It's just to sit and hear him out. When that used to be my favorite pastime in between shots, just sit next to him and hear a story out. So yeah, I mean, there are lots and lots of moments during Mulk that I've experienced with him that I'll remember forever.
Okay, let's now get some questions from the newsroom. As you see, busy newsroom. And we have got Akshita here. Akshita, your question to Taapsee.
Hi, Taapsee. I just wanted to ask you, there's been a lot of talk in the last few days on social media. You're very active on social media. So there was this entire boys' locker room scandal that went viral. We covered it also here on India Today. And it led to a lot of questions because you've got teenage boys, talking so poorly of women, of friends that they knew, speaking of gang rape and whatnot. What do you think this is reflective of? Was it a societal problem? Is it that we're not, counseling teenagers right in the country? What do you really think about this entire issue?
May I know your name again, please?
Akshita.
Akshita, honestly, let's ask ourselves first, are we really surprised? Honestly, I am
She's
not.
saying, are you really surprised?
Well, I wasn't, because I think every one of us, I'm sure Taapsee you'd agree too, that every one of us
Trust
faced
me,
one
none of
form
us-
of this or the other in school.
Exactly. And that's why none of us are surprised. It's just that today's social media platform is just so much out there in everyone's face is why, and we can have community discussions at a larger scale on such topics is why this has been discussed and talked about a lot. But this is not a sudden thing that has happened now. It has just come into light into social media discussion now. That this problem has been there since ever. And I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised with the way that people are reacting as if it's the first or time that it has happened. It has not happened. It's just come out in light the first time. All of us knew that these kind of conversations existed. All of us have overheard these kind of conversations, be it a boy or a girl. We have overheard or done such kind of conversations. It has been. That's why it has been passing on from generation to generation because we have heard it happen from our elder generation or someone in a senior in our school or college. We think it's okay to talk about it like that. So this is not surprising at all. This is again one of those things that has been happening since a very long time. And I don't know how and when it's going to change, honestly. It's the same question when people ask me, do you think after Pink rapes stop happening? No. Do you think after Thappad domestic violence will stop happening? No. Conversations will start, but then it's up to each individual to make a difference and try to bring about a change. So this whole the boys' locker room being brought about in open, suddenly it's not going to change things. Now we're just having conversations about it. Now let's see individually what everyone can do about it, because this, just because it has come out in open, it will not stop. It will still continue, and it has been happening. So honestly, it doesn't surprise me. Yes, it's just sad that it's being discussed like that, but I felt sad about it years before also. So nothing has really changed.
Hi, Taapsee. I'm Sanya. I just want to know, we all are stuck in the lockdown. We are stuck at home. So, what do you do to pass your time?
I have a lot.
How are you making
work
most
to
of
do
the
at home,
lockdown?
yeah?
She's saying I have a lot of work to do.
I have work and house chores because this you don't realize when you're at home and you do everything by yourself from cleaning to cooking to just like maintaining the entire place by yourself. That's a lot of work. So it does take most of my time. I barely feel like I'm getting bored sitting at home because I always find something or the other to do, and I actually promised this to myself that I'm gonna make sure I am gonna keep myself busy. In the beginning, I made a whole timetable of my entire day from 7:30 a.m. in the morning when I get up till like 10 p.m. in the night. So I make sure that I have something or the other to do every time, because it's only when you're gonna sit idle is when you're gonna get work done. So yeah, so I've been quite busy in this lockdown.
No, so are you living alone or do you have family with you?
No, I'm my
Have you
sister.
been-
I'm a sister.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay, you have your
sister,
sister with you. Okay, and also, I know for a fact that you had these projects under your belt, and right now, because of the lockdown, now that's been pushed. Talk me about your projects and what's going to happen to them now.
Well, that's a discussion that I'm waiting to have once this all finishes or the lockdown is lifted up. I was almost on the verge of completing Haseen Dilruba when this lockdown was called. I was shooting in Haridwar for Haseen Dilruba for almost 1.5 months when this lockdown was called, and we had to urgently fly down back to our homes. So yeah, so I was left. I'm still left with like some 9 to 10 days of shoot of Haseen Dilruba, and then I had to get into Rashmi Rocket and Run Lola Run, alternating between these two. Then followed up by Anurag's film, followed up by Shabash Mittu. So I had I had signed some 4 or 5 odd films for this year, and I had said yes to 2, 3 more for the next year. And from what it looks like, I think everything is going to get shuffled up because most of the films are also based on the location and the temperature. Like, for example, Rashmi Rocket was supposed to be shot in Bhuj, and I can't be shooting in Bhuj during rains or summers because it's not practically possible. So, and Run Lola Run was supposed to be shot in Goa and Mumbai, and most of it is outdoor. Now, if the rains are happening from June to September, I can't be shooting that. So, whenever it's going to get opened up, basis the weather and the location is how I'm gonna replan the entire diary. So yeah, I'm not thinking about it right now because it's just futile. You'll have to wait for this thing to end and then sit on the table with everyone and figure it out how you're gonna plan it again.
Right, and also the impact on the industry itself. Industry pundits are saying the industry has been set back by 2 years. Estimated loss is about 2,500 crores. What happens to films? How do they release in theaters? Do they go directly to OTT? Now we are hearing, Akshay's film Lakshmi Bomb will release directly on OTT. What do you think is going to happen?
I don't think that's true because there are a lot of these speculations and the obvious ways that people are thinking, but nothing is obvious. I think right now, whoever are these people saying that this will happen, that will happen. Yes, losses have been there. Loss has been there in most of the industries, not just film industry. So yes, it is there. But somewhere, Sushant, I'm very hopeful, and I always have been the optimistic person, looking at the glass half full. And we belong to this race who adapt at the best rate. If you see you see the kind of constraints our population lives in and the way we bounce back. Okay, even for example, let's not go too far. I read Shujit Das tweet the other day. We are the same population, our elder generation, who went through World War II, and we thought the world is going to come to an end and this is going to change all of us and our way of living. Look at now, we are back at the old ways and means as if nothing really happened. We don't even feel the after effects of World War II in any way right now, if you think of it. So this is, and especially today, I think people, if you just saw before the lockdown was called, before government officially shut down the cinemas, people were still wanting to go to malls and theaters. People were still going there knowing that there is corona, they're wearing masks and sitting there. So I am very hopeful when this opens up, people would really want to go out because they've been holding back for a very long time. Yes, everyone will get a financial hit, but the urge of people to go out and socialize, especially in a country like ours, I think we're going to adapt back to normal very soon. In fact, I was the other day on a webinar and I heard the fact that a lot of places in Goa and Kerala which have opened up, the retail outlets that have opened up there, they have come back to the 70% of what their average retail was before the pandemic was hit. They've already come back within 2 weeks.
Nice.
To the 70% of that. So I think I'm pretty hopeful it's going to come back to normal. As soon as it opens up very quickly, we're going to come back to normal.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's end with a special lockdown rapid fire. Firstly, the 3 things that you'll do once the lockdown is over. Top 3 things on your list.
I'll go meet my friends, first of all. I'll go and have some Japanese food outside because that's one cuisine I can't cook at home.
Japanese.
And the third
Sushi.
will be, yeah. And the third
Okay.
thing is, I want to go work. I want to go out. I mean, even if not shoot, I want to go start meetings and my,
Okay.
script reading sessions. I want to start working.
Okay, if not in Mumbai, where would you prefer to be locked down if given a chance again?
I think Delhi then because
Delhi.
my family is back there. Yeah. I would want to be around people. I wouldn't want to be isolated in an exotic destination for 2 months. I'm
Right.
No, that's not going to be fun.
Okay, a dream partner. Anybody in the world, Hollywood, here, Hindi cinema, anyone in the world that you would like to be locked down with.
I don't know those people much, but I would love to, knowing by whatever we know of them on screen, I would love to be locked down with Robert Downey Jr. I think I can hear a lot of stories, good humor, and all of that. So I think we'll have some good time in the lockdown.
In the lockdown. And lastly, if you could go back to the lockdown from day one, what advice would you give the people of India and the government of India? If you go back to the start.
I can't really, as I told you, I'm very incapable of telling them what to do better because it's just, I'm not able to wrap my head around what could have been done better. But people of India, I can just tell them, let's take one day at a time. One day at a time. Don't let's just not get anxious of thinking, okay, this is the end date and what will happen then. Because you never know what the end date is. We still don't know what the end date is. So let's just take one day at a time.
One day at a time. Well, Taapsee, thank you so much for talking to us. Always great talking to you, and I'm looking forward
you,
to
Vishal.
all your projects. So I hope that you get back to the
Thank
sets
you
as
so
soon
much,
as
Vishal.
possible. And looking forward to meeting you
and
after the
I'm reading all
lockdown.
your suggestions. I'm following all your suggestions that you've been sending. So yeah, please keep sending those.
So what have you seen? Like, can you suggest to our audiences? Like, what have you seen? Some series or movies?
No, I've started seeing a lot of stuff on Apple TV now. I have seen The Morning Show. I'm seeing Little America and I'm seeing Home there. Little America is about, every episode is one story of an immigrant in America, a real story. And Home is all about these interesting different types of homes in different part of the world. One episode is for one home. So and The Morning Show, Reese Witherspoon and Jennifer Aniston, I think you should see that as well. So these are
That's
the few
amazing.
things that I've seen lately. Yeah.
Right, Taapsee. Thank you so much for talking to us. And stay safe, stay home.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Shan.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.